I want to start with why I think How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days is a perfect rom-com. It is because it has an emphasis on the calm. The comedy has to play a part in being a good rom-com. We give too many movies a pass. They're not actually funny. This movie has laugh-out-loud moments, from Princess Sophia to the love for dying to the Knicks and the Kings being in the NBA Finals. This movie has legitimate romance.
That's what
I'm glad we brought this up. What the hell? Like,
I was confused. I was like, wait, a series? They're in different conferences.
Yeah.
Didn't dawn on me.
It's the NBA Finals.
They're in the NBA Finals. Because there's no way the New York Knicks are good enough to ever get to the finals. The Kings,
there's no way the Kings are ever good enough.
The Kings were. That team of the Kings was.
It's one of my favorite sports movies for that reason.
There was a Grizzlies connection. Former Grizz point guard Bobby Jackson played for the Kings. Yeah, and
Bibby was there.
Was Bibby in the
Bibby
movie?
Was there.
Oh, okay, I didn't see him. Yeah,
two Grizzlies connections.
It's one again. Funny because it's not real. Another piece of a perfect rom-com is it has to have a silly little storyline that absolutely is not real in any sense of the way, but you can lose yourself in the context of the movie. It has to have the romance, and the chemistry between Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey is off the charts. They make movie magic together. I also love them in Fool's Gold, but I prefer them in How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. There has to be an iconic best friend, and Kathryn Hahn plays a great sidekick.
Is that Agatha?
Yes.
Okay.
There has to be an iconic outfit, and the yellow silk dress that Kate Hudson wears to the party, where she gets to wear the Isadora diamond with it, is one of the best dress moments in a rom-com that I can remember. And there has to be a happy ending. Poof. Perfect romantic comedy. I give this movie 10 out of 10 on my 10-star summer movie series.
If I was to think about it just from a romantic comedy, I think I'd 7.5, 8. Like, it's a good romantic comedy for all the reasons you listed, Jessica. And so often we label romantic comedies chick flicks, and dudes are like, I don't want to watch a chick flick.
Yeah.
And it's because the comedy is lacking.
Yes.
And in this one, the comedy does not lack. The comedy is there throughout the movie the entire time. We don't really get a, like, oh my gosh, they're falling for one another type of thing. We don't get that trope for, like, too long. Right? They start falling for one another, and then boom, it's time to end the movie. So for the first hour of the movie, it's just goofy stuff happening, and that's why I think this is a really good romantic comedy. We still do end up, because it can't be a romantic comedy without the romance, we still do eventually end up with them falling for one another and dealing with trying to figure out how they're going to end up being together. But for the first more than half of the movie, I think, it is just the comedy, just a woman being absurd and just a dude dealing with it to try and prove a point, and that's the best.
It only takes 12 minutes to get to the plot of this movie. A quick 12, and it's explicit.
The Jessica Benson Show with CJ Hart, live every weekday at 8 a.m.